I'm artist Alexander Gamble, and this is my work. This is the projectors. What can I say? This is the concept of the projectors. The concept of the projectors is that they're images that are projected onto us in society. And those images are often imprinted on the minds of people. Those images in turn are replayed and replayed and replayed. Unfortunately, the person that those images are projected onto can determine the outcomes of their life. That's the concept. That's the gist of the projectors. Now, there are a few different things that I did within this unit. One is I used found materials. I used as many natural materials as I could use, but this process has gone on for many, 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 many years. So as I was looking through propaganda, and I was listening to different video and things of that sort, I started to understand how a person can see me or someone like me differently than the way I really am in existence. That is the concept of the projectors. That film is continuously rolling, just like it was rolling in the White House with Woodrow Wilson when he screened Birth of a Nation. When it rolls across the television, that forms a person's stereotype. When it rolls through a person's mind, when they use the word nigger, for example. James Baldwin said that the word, not just the word nigger, but the nigger has nothing to do with him or the particular person that word's inflicted upon. That comes from a person's mind, and the projection of that word, which he did not say the projection of that word, but the projection of that word creates the angst, the anger, and the hurt that is associated with that word. So over time, I started realizing the same propaganda has been rolling for years before I was even born. An outcome was predetermined for me by someone that I never knew. However, if you look at the Bible, you look at Romans 12:1. Romans 12:1 tells me to present myself. Actually, it says, "Brethren, I beseech you, present yourselves as a living sacrifice, acceptable and holy to God, for this is your reasonable service." So I have to counteract the things that are coming my way from members of society and say, okay, I'm supposed to present myself to God. He created me, so I'm to present myself back to him. And that is the key to the projectors. One is the problem, but the antidote to that problem, or the antidote to that sickness, becomes how we present ourselves and whom we present ourselves to. So this is something else that pops up. It's the concept of color. The reason why the majority of this unit is black and white is because we've been indoctrinated with the concept of color. Black is not a color and white are not colors. When we see ourselves or see other people, we should not think in terms of black and white, because there's no person that's absolutely black and there's no person that's absolutely white. Black and whites are absolutes, or absolutes, I should say, and they're obsolete. There's a concept or a word called white, and that word is not the WH, word. It is actually there's another white that denoted the people of European descent that came to this continent. That word, once you look at it, is completely different. So if you were to look up the two words white, you would understand the concept that comes with whiteness and white privilege. Whiteness is different than that white itself. So again, the concept of color, I had to remove as much color as I could from these pieces in order for them to be effective. So the political aspect of things, the filibuster, things like Barnum and Bailey, human zoos, the origination of the circus, all of these things are embodied in my pieces. But as a person learns to research and to grow within that research, they'll see the intent of miseducation that happens within a society. So, welcome to the projectors.